Alright, so I'm going to be doing another frame conversion here. This is the Airblade Cream Puff frame, and this was originally a Larva-X. I did a video on this one. I put in a newbie drone receiver and some 1402 motors in this one. It's running 3-inch props, and I'll link that video down in the description if you guys want details on this one. But I'm going to be switching the frame out because I am getting tired of getting stuck in trees, and this type of frame here with the bracing between, the kind of more towards the outside here, branches go into a tree and a branch gets stuck in here and you can't get it out. Even with turtle mode and just trying everything, you gotta climb a tree and get it out. You can see it's pretty dirty. I'm getting tired of retrieving these out of trees, so I'm going to be switching the frame to either this one here. This is the Kabab Toothpick 3 unibody. 2.5mm version. Also comes in a 2mm version. Probably out of stock, but I'll link it anyway. And then this other one here, pretty cool. This is the HX115 Glossy from Beta FPV. This one's a little bit thicker. This is like 3mm thick, and the Kabab one I think is 2.5mm thick. So what's these? Yeah, it's 2.5, and this one's 3. But I think there's going to be a weight difference here, so let's just take a quick look at the weight. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to use, so it'll be a surprise at the end. The unibody TP3 is 8 grams, and the HX115 is 9.4 grams, so it's a bit thicker but skinnier as well. So I guess it's a trade-off here as to which design you would prefer, a more consistently in terms of the arm width, consistently wide arm in terms of the thickness and less weight, or go for thicker carbon and skinnier arms, so like much narrower arms. I mean, stiffness wise is probably pretty similar, if not about the same. They're both pretty strong. As you can see here on the Kabab, you have a, I think it's a 16x16 mount, or your whip style 1-inch by 1-inch, or 25.5mm in terms of the mounting. And then the HX115, you have these additional holes for the canopy if you want to switch these from the, I think it's the original HX115 and the HD version. And no 16x16 or 20x20, so whip mounting only on this one here. Shouldn't be a problem if I have whip components here. Yeah, so not sure which one I'm going to use. I'll surprise you guys at the end. And I'm going to switch the motors out again. Hooked up these new, as you can see there's no markings on them at all. These are some new 1303 motors from T-Motor. Super smooth bearings on this one. Very high quality. Yeah, curved magnets it looks like. Not 100% sure. These are 1303s, 50-100 kV is what they told me. And 1.5mm shaft. And with a motor wire, this motor is coming in at 6.4 grams. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for the changes. I'm just going to swap the frame and the motors, and I will have this one here. Obviously, I'm going to solder this one. I remove the plugs in this one, as you can see right there. So I'm going to solder the motors on, and I'll be right back. So I'll see what the finished product looks like. Okay, so here it is all put together. Pretty simple transfer. Obviously, this one here, I'm using rubber bands now, and I've just got some grippy, like some sticky pad stuff here. Just attach that to the bottom, and that'll hold the battery. And then I'm going to be using these. Actually, you could probably put the battery either way, either sideways or front to back. I'm going to be using these right here, and the battery going this way, so it'll go sideways, so it should give pretty good performance in terms of the weight distribution. But yeah, pretty simple transfer. Yeah, probably not going to be keeping that receiver on there, so I'm probably going to take this apart again, put a different receiver in here after I see how it flies, but I think it'll fly pretty good. And they got the Gemfan 3016x3 propellers on here. Pretty nice props, nice and quiet, good power, especially on this setup here with the 1303 motor. So anyway, here's the flight footage, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. So if you guys are wondering, this is pretty much a stock or standard RPM filter setup. I'm not sure if I'll be putting the video out before this or not. It's a basic setup. The only thing I've changed here is I've added a little bit more TPA. I think the stock Betaflight is 1250 and I raised it to 1500. And I may need to raise it a little bit more. You can see I'm still getting a little bit of prop wash. I think the next thing I might do is play with the filtering. But you can see this is for a basic like really no tune. Not too bad. I think I might reduce the filtering because the first few flights I had on this, the motors were ice cold, so probably get the filtering reduced without any penalty. But this is really quiet, even on full throttle. You can see that when it goes into the prop wash, you get that oscillation right there. This is no tuning at all, just a basic setup. Like I said, I might put the video out already, or it might be coming really soon. Just need time to edit stuff. Now going back into your prop wash, oscillations are still coming out. But there, I kind of waited to raise my throttle. Come down a little bit, and then, yeah, still went into the prop wash. Let's try one more time. Yeah, you can kind of fly around it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more tuning on this guy. I think it's gonna be just reducing the filtering and maybe playing around with the PIDs. I don't want to play around with the PIDs. I just want to see if the filtering will fix the problems or not. Flight time on this is pretty good, 4 minutes already, and if you're not going too crazy on the throttle, the voltage will come back up.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
You can see I'm below 20% throttle here. Pretty quiet. think 6-minute flights are totally possible.